Good morning, classes. Today, uh, we will discuss the last chapter of our English one, that is punctuation. Lesson number 31, punctuation. Whatever definitions and PDF have been already given of this term 3 4, I hope that you all have written in your copy. The PDF of the chapters and the exercises you have done in your copy, I hope. How many of you have completed all the definitions in their copies? All right. Okay. Everybody lower your hand, please. Akshita Shahi, just down it. Okay. So the last chapter, that is punctuation. Here, punctuation, I hope that in class 5 you might have studied. See, in page number 151, there is an exercise that we will complete after explaining the chapter. So first of all, page number 151, just open. In writing, punctuation help us to emphasize what, to pause, or the other things which are much easier to indicate when we are speaking. Punctuation is, you can say that when we speak something, when we write something, so there are some marks, okay, where we have to take pause, okay, where we have to take pause when we want to stop the sentence what we speak, that is in maybe in question mark or in exclamation, our feelings, our pause, our finishing point and all that things we can only express with the help of punctuation, whether we are going to have a list of something. So these things we will do with the help of punctuation only. So that is why it says that in writing it help us to emphasize pause or the other changes which are much easier to indicate when we are speaking. It also helps to clearly communicate the meaning of a sentence. We need it. Why? Because it also helps us to communicate easier and to gives us our meaning, what we want to say to others. Okay. Now, if we will discuss the first question, so here it is. Rama says, Rama said, see that Rama said after what Rama said, after that there was given a pause. Okay. So what Rama said, after that the statement what was given was given direct speech just after this just before this chapter we had completed that. Okay. See, Hitesh is a fool. So Hitesh is a fool given in inverted commas. No, Hitesh is a fool. After that, you see that Hitesh is a now comma close and then after full stop. See, so Hitesh is being called a fool. Hitesh is being called a fool. What is that? He was called a fool. That was shown by this statement given in this punctuation mark. Okay, that is inverted commas. So with the help of this commas, we can come to know that there are some speciality in this speech. Okay, he was being called a fool. Clear. So that was a statement of a person. Why? Because it is a statement he was called this with the help of this commas. So that is what a punctuation. Punctuation. So with the help of these things, we can emphasize our expressions. Okay, our feelings. Okay. See. On the other hand, if we will talk the other sentence, it says Rama. So see, inverted comma started from here and then after ends here. Clear? Comma. And after that, what it says, said Hitesh. Said Hitesh. Then again, comma, and there was a statement, a short statement. Is a is a fool. Comma close and full stop. Now that is a good thing. We'll discuss here that with the help of these commas, we will know that here Hitesh was being called a fool. In the upper sentence, we know that here Hitesh was being called a fool. While the other sentence, we will see that only the place of punctuation mark is changed and the sense of the sentence is also changed. Okay. Here Rama. See, Rama said, but this comma is making separation between these words. Okay. So here Rama, after there was pause. Means whatever statement is there, that is not told by this person. See that was given in what, that is why punctuation, I'm explaining you punctuation. What is the role of punctuation in English? Okay, what is the role of punctuation while you're talking something? What is the role of punctuation when we speak, when we write something? So try to understand. So we had given here inverted comma. Clear. So that was given a statement, said Hitesh. Who is the person who is saying? So here Hitesh is saying that. Because Rama, after there was pause, there was comma. You have to stop here for a while. Okay. Is a fool. Again, inverted commas. So Rama, what is said Hitesh? That is a fool. Here in this sentence, who is being fooled? So the next person, that is Rama, is being fooled. So the first sentence we have seen that the person, only the way of writing, the way of saying is changed with the help of punctuation. So I hope what is the role of punctuation, why it is going to emphasize one thing or another point is clear to you. First of all, the first point we are going to discuss is the comma. The first is the comma. So now we are going to have definitions of this chapter. So there are some important definitions that is also maybe they will come in third term exam. So this chapter is important in the aspects of definition. So comma definition is given in your book, page number 151. Is used to express the shortest pause. We use it to express the shortest pause. Comma is used to express the shortest pause and as a and is used as a separator. Okay, is also used as a separator. Clear? Separator. But always see within the sentence, never its end, it follows the usage. See, it always within the sentence. Within the sentence. It means in a sentence there is pause. In a sentence, it is only going to be separated the thing. Okay, that will be always within the sentence. So comma is used to express the shortest pause. Okay, shortest pause and is used as a separator, but always it will within the sentence. Okay. Now there are some points. Now these two lines you will write in your copy for a definition. Okay, that comma is used to express the shortest pause and is used as a separator, but always within the sentence. It never at its end. Clear. And after that, an example. First of all, how much usages of that we are going to discuss. So, first of all, to separate words in series. Words in series. To separate words in series. Where there is words that you have to count in series, we use it. Say, I have brought carrots, potatoes, clearly, and onion. Four words. Okay. Four words. Carrots, potatoes, and after given, celery and onion. So one, two, three. Three pauses are there. Three separators, three commas are being used. So that was the uses of comma to separate the words in series. That was given in series. See the words which is given in series. Okay. Now the second point is to separate words, phrase, and clause in pairs of words in a sentence. Pairs of words. Sometimes it is also used to separate words, phrase, and clause. Here we are talking about only words. No? These are the words. But to separate pair of words or phrase or clause. Okay. See, the rose and the lily, the violet and the pansy, I love them all. So the rose and the lily, that is what? That is a phrase. And then after the violet and the pansy, again some pair of words, some phrase, and in between what? There is comma. I love them all. So now here the sentence is finished. So here you can see there are two phrases or the pair of words, the rose and the lily, the violet and the pussy. After that, two separators, two commas. Okay. So here in the second uses, we have seen that how it is used to separate the words in series, and on the other hand, how it is used to separate the pair of words or phrases or clauses. Clear? Now, third is to mark of a direct quotation. Direct quotation, just now in the starting of the class, I explained that was the same. Go home, he said. In that was given in inverted commas. So go home is a statement. He said that was separated by the separator comma. Clear? Then the next point, to separate the words yes and no from the rest of the sentence. So where we have to write yes or no, we use what? That comma. Yes or no from the rest of the sentence, for that we use that. Then after, to separate expressions like of course, on, or in fact, when we have to write the words of course, comma, and then after in fact. So when we write these things, these words in a sentence, after that we will use a comma. Clear? Next usage is to separate expressions like, okay, that I told you. So of course you may come whenever you like. So that was the example. The next is to separate the date and the year. When we write date and the year, we use. So says that 15, first of all you will write Jan 15 after 2020. So January 15 after that, comma 2022. And the last is two separate question tags. In the last classes, we had also studied about question tag. So when we use question tag, we use comma. So whatever statement, after writing that statement, where we begin question tag, before that we will have the separator. What is that? Comma. So that's see that the last one you haven't told her, then comma and then have you. That was the usages and definition of comma. The definition of comma you have to write in your copy. Clear? See that exercise B is based on comma only. We'll do exercise B. I had asked her to bring her dog along. Right? Comma after along. Are you doing this? Okay. But she changed her mind later on. So comma in between along and but. Separating two clauses. Okay. Question number 2. On December 14, I just explained you after date you have to use comma. So this 14 after use that comma. On December 14, 14 after comma, 2004 after 4 also comma, 2004 use the comma. My publishing company came into existence. Now only two commas. First was 14, then after 2004. Number 3. The big question remains. Okay. After remains, comma, and the word of course. See that I explained when we use of course, we use that. So after the word of course, use again one comma. So of course, whether he will want to work with us. 4. The word well, just use comma after well. Number 5. Comma after yes. I told you that where you find yes, no in a sentence, we use comma just after that. So after yes, comma. And then facing, you are facing. Okay, facing after there is one more comma in the same sentence. Two commas here in 5. Number 6. Dear Mr. Kinney. Dear Mr. Kinney, that you have to write in inverted commas already given. After that, Mr. Kinney, after you have to separate the statement with the introductory verb. Okay. So root bhushan, before root, just use comma. And after, we love reading the Wimmy Kid book. So we love reading to the last, use inverted commas, that is a statement by Bhushan. Okay. So we love reading. Dear Mr. Kinney after comma, wrote Bhushan, then again comma, and then after start inverted commas to the last. Are you getting? Question 6 is clear to everybody? Raise your hand. Okay. Now 7th. No. See, after no, This point. After no, use first comma. Okay. That's impossible. That was a statement. So that was correct. Already given. After impossible, use one more comma. So no after comma and impossible after comma. Number 8. In number 8, only one comma you have to use. That Erin, Anushka and Anand. After Anand, use one comma. Erin, Anushka and Anand, comma, all went home together. Number 9, please bring me some potatoes. After potatoes, comma, then onions, comma, okay, and cauliflower. Then three commas will be there, and from the market there is full stop is already given. So potatoes, onions, and cauliflower, there will be three commas. And the last is the food served in the hospital was tasty. Just use comma after tasty. Nourishing after comma, and cheap. Cheap is already given. So tasty and nourishing after two commas. This exercise was based on comma. We had just studied comma today. Next class we will talk on full stop, then capital letter, semicolon and all. So try to write this definition in your copy. Okay, when I will explain you capital letter, you have to solve exercise A. Okay, thank you.